What's up? It's your boy Solo again. It's another test video, whatever. I don't even know where to start. It's weird being on camera. I'm trying to get used to it. It's strange seeing myself filming myself. Like, I don't know, like the whole social anxiety thing, I might have bit off more than I could chew in that department. Been trying to overcome that shit for the last 3 years on Facebook, as a lot of y'all can see. I mean, my Facebook friends are probably the first ones that are gonna see these videos anyway. So y'all know what I've been doing for the last, like, trying to face my social anxiety, and I've been giving y'all who I am at any given moment. Y'all have seen me flip from pure love and light to pure psychopathy within a moment's notice, snap of the fingers, pure psychopath shit. From being loving and caring, and all it takes is something, whatever happens in my mind. I don't even know how it happens. Um, I know it's some kind of tick from the brain injury. I used to be able to compartmentalize everything. Right, you see your scars here. This is like, I got almost a Joker scar here. Comes up right here, landed on my face, like right here, hard shot to the frontal lobe. Whatever the, whatever it did, it brought up all the empathy that I had been suppressing. I've always been empathic my entire life, but I thought it was some cool little power that I had when I was younger to manipulate people, and I could spot weakness. I could spot the slightest little bit of weakness, or I could get over on anybody, man. I guess that's the difference between a sociopath and an empath. I don't think sociopaths are void of all feeling. I believe they feel because I felt. I just suppressed it. I just read it in my mind as triggers. I didn't feel it. I suppressed the feeling. Like, the feeling wasn't part of the. It was like a mathematical equation for me, and feeling wasn't part of that shit. Like, religion and science, kind of. Like, yeah, it's like, it just ain't part of that. But little did I know that it really was a huge part of it. I was just suppressing it, and I suppressed it for 32 years, almost 33. 3 months before my 33rd birthday is when I hit my head, and everything I suppressed came rushing at me. I didn't know which way to turn. Uh, I honestly thought I was dying. I was experiencing such delirium. Oh, excuse me, my lungs still fucked up from the recent stay in the hospital. That's actually the reason why I'm doing this. It's been another conscious stretching experience, stretching my consciousness. The delirium that I experienced was like worse than any LSD, ecstasy, uh, mushrooms. Damn, huh? Damn, how many nights, y'all, we spent drinking mushroom, grape Kool Aid and mushroom juice, man. Damn, what I experienced from the pneumonia fever combined with the insomnia. Y'all have seen me going through the insomnia too. Combined with 4 days of insomnia and high fever delirium. That's the worst trip I ever been on in my life. Even worse than, like, when I hit my head, it was actually a beautiful trip. For like a year straight, my mind was on blast. My third eye was just like beaming. Like, there's no way to describe it with words. I'm at a loss. The limit of written words and spoken words even is crazy. It's a true limit, and beyond what I could convey right here is about as in depth as it's gonna get. But when it comes to consciousness, man, like, there's so many variables. A lot of people wanna try to reduce this shit to a meme, a single meme for consciousness, a map of the human consciousness. Nah, nah. Like, you think about just in your mind alone, there's billions of synapses firing, billions upon trillions of connections being made, quadrillions upon whatever number you want to make up. You can make up a number at that point. It really doesn't matter. Um, Now that's just inside your brain. Now multiply that by the billions of people across the world with billions of neurons and billions of connections and synapses firing, being made at any given moment. So a map of the human consciousness. Come on, man. Like, how could anybody even think to even believe they could put that in a box? That's it's like I said, and that comes back to the suppression of emotions and feelings. Like, it didn't fit into the mathematical equation of the way my mind thinks about things, and it was all there. It it all built up, hit my head. It all come pouring out, and that the biggest trick to me is that I'm the same person. Like, it's the same vessel. I'm the same body, same mind, same heart, same soul. That nowadays, I'll speak openly, open and honest. I'm facing my social anxiety straight up, and I guess broadcasting myself is the next logical step. I'm trying to face that demon. Y'all know I'm a big fan of killing demons, and this is a proverbial demon, a big proverbial demon for me. I'm gonna murder this motherfucker. But that's the mentality. There goes the mentality that I had back in the day, but it was it was directed toward people. It wasn't it wasn't mastery of self. It wasn't working toward knowledge of self. It was working toward mastery of others and having knowledge of others so I could get over and all that. And it wasn't from lack of empathy, because the sense of empathy is what allowed me to recognize the weakness. The sense of empathy and being able to relate is what made me recognize prey as a predator. And nowadays, like, I can't even smash a bug. I can't even kill a bug. And that's what trips me out. It's the same vessel, same mind, same heart, same soul, same body, that nowadays will speak open and honestly about love, whatever you want to talk about. It don't matter. Y'all know that. It doesn't matter to me. Whatever you want to talk about, I'm gonna be honest. Um, it's the same vessel that used to lie at every given turn. Um, Same guy won't smash a bug was the same little dude running around Lehigh with a broken Mac 11 robbing motherfuckers. You know, let's be real. I'm probably the one that stole your auntie's Honda Accord back in '97. Yeah, you know, in the spirit of being honest. But it's the same vessel, man. I ain't got that in me no more. Even to say that shit out loud right here, that shit give me the goosebumps, man. Like, I can't even believe that I even thought like that or I acted like that. I'm completely ashamed, because I know there's a higher intelligence within every single one of us, whether it's dulled or not. They sure work hard on dulling that sense of higher intelligence and understanding of self through subliminals and all that. But I guess that's a whole different conversation. Excuse me, my lungs still fucked up. Getting winded just talking about this, and honestly, the anxiety is creeping up just from sitting here in my room all alone. I don't know, nobody even watching me. I'm filming myself, and I'm starting to get social anxiety. And I'm not on medication right now. Uh, y'all know I go on and off the Xanax. I've been more than open about that too. Whatever. But it's time for me to, after this brief stay in the hospital. Well, brief, whatever. That's all relative. But after the stay in the hospital, I like I realized that I need medication. I gotta admit it to myself, even though it makes me feel weak. Straight up, I feel like a bitch for it. But I gotta finally admit to myself I mean, I make a joke about being crazy and shit and all that, ha 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 ha. But seriously, like, I have mental problems. It is what it is. A motherfucker got some serious mental problems. Like, I don't know, and I don't think it's all due to the brain injury. I really don't. I think that knocked me even more crazy. But I always had issues. Like I said, kind of little motherfucker runs around with a broken gun robbing dope dealers. I and the thing is, at a certain point, the examples have been made. I ain't even need a gun that worked. You feel me? It was all that goes back to the whole psychological manipulation thing. They accepted my programming by examples made before that. They knew I'd squeeze the trigger. So they knew I wouldn't even think twice. I'd look them in the eye and squeeze one right in the fucking chest. They see a Mac 11, yo, they're gonna bug out. It's not. It was a psychology thing, and it was walking a dangerous edge game too with me. That was like a playing a psychology game for me with the highest of stakes. Like, I get killed for that shit easy. But people accepted the programming, the like, this little motherfucker's crazy. Like, that's just what he does. Let him go. He won't hurt nobody. Let him go. Just let him do what he's gonna do, and he let him go about his business. He won't hurt nobody. But if you do something to him, I don't even want to get into that. That shit makes me want to cry. And then there goes some more honesty for you. Like, I know a lot of, so it's hard to catch emotions from typing, especially the way I type. I try to type in as open ended as a manner as possible, but I know it's real like sharp a lot of times, and I don't mean it like that. It's just the mathematical brain, my left brain or whatever. Is it's just the way I type, and that's part of the reason why I want to do these videos, is so you can see the expressions on my face and see what I mean behind what I'm saying, because I know that sometimes my words seem real sharp and they're not really meant like how it sounds. I know it sounds real arrogant a lot of times, and it's really not like how I mean it. I don't really mean it like that. I'm just like, I don't know. It's just honesty. Honesty is liberating, and like I said, I know it seems like whining sometimes because it's just typing, and whoever reads it, the reader gets to assign the polarity of the words. That's just how it is. It's interpretation, subjective interpretation of an individual. That's just how it is. That's how we operate. But even though it sounds whiny, I don't give a fuck. Like, it's not meant to be whiny. It's being straight up. It's being honest. I hurt. I feel shit. I fucking cry. I cry about shit. And I used to think that made me weak. Like, I wouldn't cry before. Shit, I suppressed all feelings. There was no reason to even fucking cry. Even a laugh was calculated for a reason. Now it's all genuine, and yeah, fuck it, I cry. So that in no way, shape, or form makes me a weak man. It's a different part of the brain. I could cry when I see a kid get hit by a car. You know what I'm saying? Like, that makes a motherfucker want to cry. I don't gotta be all tough and like I don't feel that shit. Well, I feel bad for the kid, but fuck it, that shit happens. Nah, man, that shit makes a motherfucker want to cry, so I cry. I let that shit out. But don't get it twisted. It's not like you can walk up on me and I'm a curl in a ball and be like, you being mean to me and I'm gonna cry. Nah, it ain't that. It ain't that. I break a motherfucker's face. And I don't mean to sound like that, but I guess I do mean to sound like that. I've typed that type of shit I don't know how many times. I guess it doesn't matter whether I say it on here or whether I type it. You probably sounds better saying this shit out loud. I'm typing it. Honestly, lungs are still fucked up. I'm sorry. But yeah, this is just another test video of me rambling. I'm trying to get used to being on this camera, and yeah, it's weird. I love y'all. One love. Peace.